Right now, the superintendent of Buna ISD is reassuring parents that 2 district police officers will be held accountable for a situation he says could have put many lives at risk. This after the top educator says campus cops staged an intruder drill at the elementary school. KFDM's Angel San Juan joins us tonight in the studio to tell us why this drill went so wrong. Angel?
The main reason, Tiffany, that this drill was dysfunctional is the superintendent told us the only 2 people who knew about it were the 2 men who organized it, and that's not how it's supposed to play out. Dr. Donnie Lee says the 2 Buna ISD officers did not even tell him about it, putting people in danger.
Teachers, please release the shuttle bus, bus F, the shuttle bus F.
Parents arriving at Buna Elementary School to pick up their children. The long line of cars pales in comparison to the long day that Buna ISD Superintendent Dr. Donnie Lee, his staff, and students endured on Tuesday.
I was very, very upset about it.
Upset about a drill aimed at protecting everyone on campus that he says could have ended up putting lives in jeopardy.
And an intruder drill is a person will go on the outside, the exterior of the school, try to open up the buildings, try to open up the doors, and try to gain access.
That's what Dr. Lee says the 2 members of Buna ISD Police, Chief Mark McKinley, a 20-year veteran of the district's police force, and Michael Henderson, only on the job for a week, put into motion Tuesday.
What went wrong? Well, this drill was unannounced. So I wasn't aware of it, Jasper County Sheriff's Office wasn't aware of it, and our elementary principals were not aware of it.
Dr. Lee says there's usually an element of surprise to these type of drills, but not to this extent.
None of the teachers in the drill would have been notified, none of the students, but the assistant principal or principal would be. And that way when they go, call 911, the AP or principal would go, we're not going to call 911 because we know what's going on. That step was missed. 911 went out, it was dispatched, and Jasper County Sheriff's Office came flying to our aid like they should have.
And that set off a chain of events that Dr. Lee says could have endangered so many.
Those police units were doing 140 miles per hour on Highway 96, so they're endangering their lives. They're endangering lives of people on the road, and then they're showing up at the Buna Elementary School in high alert, thinking they're fixing to encounter who knows what, a gunman, a random actor, somebody just milling around the school district. They don't know. They just know 911 was called and someone's trying to get into the building.
That was wrong. You need to go to the superintendent first.
Desiree Robinson is a Buna ISD parent who does not approve of how the drill was coordinated and unfolded, yet she understands the need for such an exercise.
In the world we're living in, you really do need to be prepared for things like that and know how they're going to react to it and what do you need to do and to make sure the campus is safe.
The officers' actions created concern and confusion, but the superintendent credits other staff members for bringing calmness to a chaotic situation.
Our teachers and staff did an amazing job with what they thought was an intruder getting into the building. They got all of our kids inside the building. They were blowing their whistles to get reactions from their kids. They were in the classrooms within a minute. Our assistant principals locked the school down.
As for the 2 officers, Dr. Lee assures the community their actions will be addressed and they will be held accountable.
What I can say on a personnel issue is that I've been here a year and a half, and the people that know me know this. I'm going to handle the situation. There will be no doubt about that, and it will be self-evident that is what will take place, but it's going to be handled.
Because Dr. Lee says the district's priority is protecting students, not making them feel unsafe. Dr. Lee says the results of the investigation into the matter will be released publicly at the next school board meeting on November 9th. Tiffany?
Angel, so tonight in a post on his Facebook page, Michael Henderson says he wants to set the record straight about the circumstances surrounding that drill and to defend his integrity and reputation against what he calls lies and untruths. Henderson says the drill was a planned event and he was notified last week by a school administrator that it would take place sometime this week. He says he was asked to show up in plain clothes and check exterior doors of the elementary and high schools, not any windows. He says Officer McKinley didn't take part other than to monitor his actions on video. He also thanks those who's offered support for their words of encouragement. He says, quote, "God knows the truth, and that's all he's concerned with." With Henderson's permission, we've shared his Facebook statement to our KFDM Facebook page.